Hey everybody, Coach Stubby here. Today I'm going to be taking you through a progression that we use at Performance Course to help develop the hinge pattern. And the progression that we're using today is a hinge to the top of the knee, a hinge to below the knee, and then a hinge to mid-shin or a full range RDL. By breaking the movement up and limiting the range of motion, we make sure that our adolescent athletes of the lower training age develop the proprioception in the movement, as well as some of our athletes that we may not have seen for an extended period of time. They get the opportunity to just re-ingrain and to retrain the pattern that we want before we get into higher intensities. How we start them off is we start them off on safety pins or the blocks, just so they're not having to pull from the floor from a position where they may not have the prerequisite strength to maintain a neutral spine. So we'll pull from the blocks. We want feet straight, all right, under our frame, thumb width outside of my thighs so my knees can move freely. I want to set those shoulders down and back, head straight, back's flat, straight line from my head to my butt, and then I get my knuckles down, gripping the bar tight. From there, I push my chest away from the floor, walk it out, and now we can go progression one, hinge to the top of the kneecap. Biggest thing here is we want to make sure, again, feet are straight, feel the heel, feel the toes in the ground with a soft knee. So we want to have that knee bent slightly, and before we hinge, we want to reinforce that we should never see the bar leave the thigh. The cue I use with the kids is the bar's the train, my legs are the track. Don't let the train come off the tracks. So again, from there, feet straight, feel your toes, knees bent, pushing the butt back, keeping the bar tight. My shoulders immediately cover the bar, and I ride 3 seconds to the top of the knee, 1 second pause, and squeeze my glutes to the top without overextending. That would be progression one to the top of the knee. Progression two would be to below the knee. We're gonna go again, feet straight, soft knee bend, hinge back, bars riding my thigh while my chest covers the bar, all the way to below the knee, 1 second pause, squeeze glutes, don't overextend. Now final progression, the RDL down to mid-shin, feet straight, knees bent, push the hips back, ride the thigh, then ride the shins all the way to mid-shin, back so flat that you could eat dinner off of it, coming back up, squeezing, and not overextending. Biggest thing about developing any pattern is just gonna be taking your time, giving them that eccentric and that isometric tempoing, gives them the opportunity to really reinforce and own the positions that they're in, as well as giving you an opportunity in a longer period of time to coach that movement, instead of it being so fast, then dumping the pelvis and being in bad positions. Some things to look for as far as what could go wrong. I see a lot of kids going to what I call the pooping dog. So they start flexing in the thoracic and then it creeps in the low back, okay, and they end up in this pooping dog position. Funny way to get them to kind of visualize that position and that we don't want to be there. And then on the flip side, you'll see them overextending, right? Instead of maintaining the position between my sternum and my waistband whenever I hinge, they'll extend and drive extension into the low back, right? This, okay, neutral spine is the idea, squeeze glutes to the top, not extending at the low back. This gives the illusion of a hinge, okay? A true hinge is maintaining that neutral spine under load. Give it a try, take it slow, subscribe so you guys don't miss future videos, and if you have any videos you want to see in the future, comment and let us know. Until then, thanks guys.